Hello, abundance friends. Welcome to New Paradigm Abundance. I'm so excited to be doing this with you guys. The first time I recorded this class was 6 years ago when I was understanding the new level of abundance that we seem to be evolving into. And now I've been living it for about 6 years. So I'm super excited to come and share with you guys and learn with you, because one of the great things about these courses is that I learn as you learn. We learn together. We all do it together. So first off, let's just do some brass tacks stuff. This is how it's going to work. You're going to get a 22-day process. Yesterday it started. Today the actual work starts. And the idea, whether or not you take this with me as it's being recorded, which the first round of you guys will, or after this, it will come to you in either set up ideas or just a full-on thing where you can go and do it at your own pace. The idea is that the energy work here is done quickly and easily, and that although it's not a really intense amount of coursework you have to do, it goes into your mind and it goes into your heart and it shifts your energetic field, because abundance is a human concept. It's a construct. Abundance is an idea. And what I've learned about abundance is that for me, it's about ratios, not numbers. You can make, let's just use money, because money is the form of abundance I think that a lot of us are focused on and focus on. Let me adjust my camera just a second here. Okay, great. You can have so much money. And for me, at least, if I'm exhausted, overwhelmed, not having enough time to rest, not having enough time to create what it is mine to create, I still feel broke. It doesn't matter. If I have lots of money and there's not good food for me to eat, it doesn't feel abundant to me. If I have lots of money and all the stuff around me is full of chemicals, my system is very sensitive. I know that's true for a lot of you guys too. That's not abundant for me. So this class is not only about the abundance as far as money goes. It's about your life abundance. It's about what is abundance. And New Paradigm Abundance is different. New Paradigm Abundance is things like having a schedule where you can relax and rest versus having a bunch of money that you have to work all the time for on this treadmill that never ends. So let's get started, shall we? You are going to go through a 21-day process, 22 including yesterday, but 21 starting today, 7 modules. Each module is 3 days long. So the idea is that you work on something every day for 3 days. That's all you need. It will change major, major things for you. So what you do for the first few days, starting today, is let's start off with some energy work. So you want to get yourself a place where you won't be disturbed just for a couple minutes. It doesn't have to be a super long time, because that's the lovely thing about energy. It moves along on our timeline. So you can do something now, set it in now with your mind and your heart and your intentions, and it will spread out. So the first affirmation, and there's an assignment, a writing assignment that's coming, but first off, every morning when you wake up throughout this process, have this either next to your bed, written down somewhere, written on somewhere where you can see it, or whatever it's going to be. I would definitely recommend that you do this before you check your phone, before you check your email, before you check your messages. In fact, with a holistic stance, I would definitely recommend that you sleep with your phone on airplane mode. And so when you wake up, you're not inundated with a bunch of info from other people. You can just do your thing. And the very first thing, the very first affirmation, the thing to put on your cell phone, the thing to put on your paper, whatever it is that you read in the morning and throughout the day, because it's very important to do this as you're leaving and going from different realms. So from sleep to waking, from wake to sleeping, there are a lot of psychological reasons to do this, a lot of brain science reasons to do it. Just trust me, it works way better that way. Is for you to just make the decision and keep reaffirming to yourself that I am stepping into the most abundant phase of my life yet. Now, I am stepping into the most abundant phase of my life yet. I am stepping into the most abundant phase of my life yet. It's great because in the future, you can keep getting more abundant. And it's not a ceiling, but it is bringing you forward. And again, abundance means more than just dollars. So here's your assignment. First off, let's get the energy going in your body. Let's rub your hands together right now. If you can. If you're driving or something, of course, don't do it. But if you're sitting somewhere, which is the idea, do it. Okay, get your palm chakras nice and warm And then stop, hold them together. Feel that buzz. And then move them just a little bit apart, like a ½ inch or so, a little more, about 1 inch. And now squeeze in and out. Notice that there's energy moving between your hands. Notice that when you squeeze in, it feels like you're pressing on a balloon or something. When you pull out, it feels like you're pulling taffy or gum or something. This is energy. The nervous system carries electricity. And as you know, electricity is something that we really barely understand. However, since ancient times, there has been an understanding of how this kind of stuff can enhance your world, enhance your life. So, now that you've got the energy flowing, I would love to invite you to take a moment to get that energy flowing. Just imagine that it's kind of pouring out of your hands, and bring up all of the reasons that you have decided to take this course, all the things you're afraid of, all the things you're struggling with. And as those ideas go through your mind, just take your hands and just imagine that you're just smoothing them away, wiping them away. Wipe them out of your mind. It doesn't matter if you're man, woman, what gender you are, what sexuality you are, what life situation you're in. Just set the intention that you are clearing out all of the old ideas that you have once had about what abundance is for you, and you're opening to a new phase, to a new level. Because something with this course also is that as you become a more healthy hub for abundance, you will start to generate it around you. People will observe you. And not only that on the interpersonal level, but energetically, you become a key holder for a new type of energy moving around you. And so yes, this course is absolutely designed to infuse you with more abundance. And it's also designed to help the greater world by allowing you to be a pillar holder, to be a lighthouse, to be a candle lighter, such that this world is benefited from this work that we're all doing together. So here's your writing assignment for the first few days of our time together. I want you to open up your notebook that you were supposed to get as this course, and if you haven't gotten one yet, go buy one. I really love composition books, so you can go to a drugstore or a grocery store even and get one of the ones that have the papers strapped in. I really like those for this type of work if you don't already have one. If you already have one, use what you got. And you'll want 2 different pieces of paper here. One fresh one that you put a line down the middle, well actually 2 lines down the middle of. So what you want to do, in the first section, you have 3 sections, 2 lines on the paper, 3 sections. First section, it's the abundance that you want. It can be whatever it means to you. Second section is why you want that. For instance, say one thing on mine, for instance, is I only want to work about 2 days a week. About 2 days a week. That can be spread out more or less, but about 2 days. Why? Second section, because I want to feel like my life is more than just my work. I want to enjoy it. I want to feel free. I want to feel balanced and not just work. I have spoken to people on their deathbeds. Nobody ever says, I wish I had worked harder. Ever. So many people are happy when they cross over, but the ones that aren't, it's never about working more. Usually it's the opposite, actually. So the second is why you want that. If it's, I want to make X dollars a year, X dollars a month, whatever, it will probably be because I want the freedom to just buy whatever I need and want whenever I want it, right? So first is, I want to make X dollars. Middle section is, I want the freedom. I want the time. I want the feelings. Go into why. And then the third column is you flip that second column into an affirmation. So I want to work 2 days a week because I want to feel free. I want to feel expansive. I want to know that I have enough space to bring forth the ideas that are, for instance, in my case, easy to bring forth for you guys. Okay, so then that affirmation will be, I bring forth the ideas that I need to. I have enough time and energy. I'm grateful. I'm empty. It's great. That kind of vibe. So you have what you want solidly, why you want it, and then flipping that why into an affirmation. And then along with your affirmation of, I intend to step more and more into my greatest level of abundance right now, those affirmations will be tinkering it down for you. So keep those going. Read them every day. You can add to it if you want. That's your first assignment for this class. Thank you for joining me for this. I'm really excited. This is a more brass tacks one. This has less bells and whistles than my other classes, but that's because I feel like with abundance, that's what we need. Realness, not shiny, lovely, perfect things. Okay, love you guys. See you soon. Part 2. Bye.